All right, let's dive into a really powerful financial strategy that honestly, a surprising number of businesses just completely overlook using incentives to fund your future.
Yeah, this one probably hits close to home for a lot of you, right? I mean, whether you're a business owner or a CFO, this just feels like the new normal. There's this constant pressure to grow, but the budgets just keep getting tighter and tighter. It's a real challenge.
But imagine for a second, what if you could actually break that cycle? What if you could make those critical investments you've been putting off, all without draining your budget? Well, that's exactly the possibility we're going to explore today. So, this really is the core problem, isn't it? It's this constant tug of war between having the ambition to grow and then facing the hard reality of a budget that's stretched to its absolute limit. And this is the squeeze that so many businesses are feeling. On one side, you've got these strategic investments you know you need to make, things like facility upgrades or really developing your team. But then on the other side, you've got rising costs that make those exact investments feel, well, almost impossible. But what if the capital you need isn't something you have to go out and find, but something you can simply unlock? This brings us to a kind of hidden solution, using business incentives as a seriously powerful financial tool. Okay, so what exactly are business incentives? Well, think of them as programs that are specifically designed to offset your major expenses. They can dramatically slash the costs of essential projects, which then frees up your budget to reinvest right back into your company's growth. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Okay, what's the catch? But here's the thing. There isn't one. No, really. This isn't some gimmick. It's just about uncovering potential savings that your business might already qualify for. So let's get specific. What do these incentives actually cover? Let's make this tangible and look at some real world examples. The range of what's covered here is pretty incredible. And we're not talking about small discounts. Think about major building upgrades like a new roof or a whole new electrical system with incentives that can just dramatically cut those renovation costs. Or how about energy solutions? You can offset the huge cost of going solar and lower your energy bills at the same time. You can even get support for workforce development, investing in your team's skills and well-being. It's it's incredibly comprehensive. So, the big question is, how do you actually get started with all this? Well, the great news is that the process is designed to be super simple and, most importantly, completely risk-free. And this is the absolute key. It costs you nothing. Zero. It costs you absolutely nothing to see what you could qualify for. It's not a sales pitch. It's just a quick, no obligation check to find out about potential savings. It's just information. The whole thing really boils down to three simple steps. First, there's a fast eligibility check to see what's even out there for a business like yours. Second, the experts go and uncover the actual savings you qualify for. And then finally, you get to the best part. You take that money and reinvest it directly back into your business's growth. And this right here is where it all comes together. See, this is about so much more than just cutting costs. It's about turning those savings into a genuine engine for your business's growth. And look, this isn't just a theory. It's what actually happens in the real world. The money that gets freed up doesn't just disappear, it gets put right back to work, funding the very projects that are going to drive a business forward. So, the real question to ask yourself isn't what can I cut, but what can I unlock? How much untapped growth is just sitting there, hiding in your budget, waiting to be funded?